Hi everybody. Welcome to my new life. One that's connected to the energy of the earth. A new life in which my body vibrates to the beat of the drum, to the vibration of the drum, to the resonance of the drum. Each beat grounding me in earth, grounding me in stability. Each beat reminding me that my heart beats, reminding me that I'm standing on Mother Earth, receiving and giving in a reciprocal relationship. Each beat strengthens me. Each beat fortifies me. I am a part of this earth. I live on this earth. I resonate with the beat of the earth because the earth breathes. The earth has a pulse. And when we tune in, we can breathe with that pulse. We can dance with that pulse. We can live in harmony with that pulse. My feet are standing on earth. My hands are stroking the drum to the beat of the earth. I am getting stronger. I'm getting more solid. I am getting rooted in health. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my journey. I call upon the beat of the drum to open up the environment and create a pathway to begin my newest video. Welcome on my journey. Thank you. Hi everybody. It's been a very long time. I think I'm long overdue for an update. I am here today with my computer man Mike, who is also knowledgeable about how to use some of my video equipment. So he is taping me today, and the normal crew of my video man and oh my goodness, where did my brain go? The person who normally does my hair, makeup, and Beth Alice, hair, makeup, and website design is off on maternity leave. So we hope her and her new son are doing deliciously well. And I decided that I didn't want to wait till everybody was back on board to do another video. So Mike stepped in to make this contact with you possible. I thought it would be very easy. I picked out what I wanted to wear last night, and I thought, oh, Michael, come over, I'll just, put on a little bit of makeup and, pick out a little bit of jewelry, and, we'll shoot this video. And an hour and 10 minutes later, after Mike comes in, I'm like, oh, I'm worn out. I spent like an hour trying to figure out what to wear because I was second guessing myself and not satisfied with the look in my face because I thought it looked kind of harsh. This is the first video I'm making since I've lost my hair, and so I wanted a soft, very feminine look, but this design in my outfit, Mike, I don't know if you can pull back and get a full view, the energy of this outfit, both the color and the bold pattern, is where my energy is. I feel very alive right now, very dynamic, kind of fiery, and that is the energy that I'm resonating with, but it wasn't necessarily photographing that well. So I was in conflict and went through about 10 changes of jewelry and then changed my clothes and then went back to my original outfit and played with my jewelry some more. And I don't usually wear makeup, so that's a whole new world to me. Added a little bit of more color to my face, and then finally just said, F it. If I don't videotape now, it's not happening today, because I was exhausting myself. But the most important thing for me was when I made the statement, my internal energy most resonates with this outfit. It may not be the softest or, may not be what I think I should be wearing, or it may not be what I look best in, but it was the energy that I'm resonating with, and the real big message of my website is be who you are and live life to the fullest under all circumstances. So I decided to take my own advice and to be who I am, which is, in this moment, the energy in this top is who I feel, what I feel like. Again, very dynamic, very energized, very fiery. And so I guess that's what I'm honoring today in my sharing with you. There's been so much that's happened since our last communication. So I had started on Zolada, which is a chemotherapy drug that does not cause hair loss. And that medication was very effective for me for about 5 or 6 months. And then it stopped working. And Mike, you can come in closer. And when it stopped working, there weren't, I spoke with my doctors, and there weren't a great number of choices. And the choice that had the greatest rate of success was forgetting the name of the chemo that I'm on, Artria, I can't think of the name of it right now, and adriamycin, and it causes hair loss. So that was the big sacrifice of this stage of my treatment, was saying goodbye to my long, luscious, wavy, gorgeous, beautiful hair. And it took about 3 weeks before the hair was pretty much gone. But I've kind of had fun with my new style, which is the hats and a little bit of makeup and a little bit of jewelry. And I've done what I'm good at, which is taking something negative or painful and somehow turning it around into something that's positive or something that's a gift. And so the hair loss was very dramatic, or traumatic is the word I'm looking for. But I said, how can I make this work? Because I don't want to curl up in a ball and be ashamed and say, you know, I'm not leaving the house, or I'm embarrassed about the way I look. So being an artist, I said, how about let's have some fun with it. Let's get some fun hats. Let's let's wear a little bit of makeup. Let's expand your jewelry collection, and let's dress up. Let's have fun. And that's what I've done, and that seems to be working well for me. Later on, I might model some of my other hats. This one is black. I don't usually like the black around my face. That's why I thought it was a little bit harsh. But I have a variety of hats in a multitude of colors. And even if I don't model them for you, I might show you some of them because they're fun. So I was on Zalata for 5 or 6 months and had good results and did not have hair loss. I had lost some feeling in my calves. Nerve damage from the chemo was the biggest side effect, and then some of the tumors started to grow, and it became clear that I had been on the Zalata as long as I could, as long that it was no longer being effective. And so then we went on the adriamycin, and that chemo, I've been on it for probably about 6 weeks now, and probably not that long, maybe 4 or 5 weeks, and have had really dramatic positive results. I got the best report ever from my doctors. Every 3 weeks they do a comprehensive blood count, and then they also do testing of various organs to see how the chemo is affecting my body, to see the negative side effects, and also to see how it's affecting the cancer. And usually on these reports, some things will improve and some things will get a little worse and some things will stay the same. And this was the first time ever in over a year that every single thing they tested either improved a little bit or improved dramatically. I mean, every single thing that they tested, I'm repeating it, either improved a little bit or improved dramatically. And the doctors, both the conventional oncologist as well as the naturopath oncologists, are equally thrilled and delighted by this progress. The main side effect of adriamycin is the hair loss, and also white blood count cells dropped dramatically. And the white blood cells are responsible for fighting infection. So when the count gets very low, then my body's very vulnerable to becoming ill. And they take that very seriously. So I had to stop the adriamycin because my blood count, my white blood count, had dropped too low to allow me to continue. And they have these shots that can stimulate the body to produce white blood cells, and the doctor decided to try these shots on me. So let's see, I took a shot, 3 of them, one on Thursday, one on Friday, and then one on Saturday, and my white blood count had dropped to 1,000, and I was still taking the adriamycin, and then it dropped to 800, and they had to stop it. But then after the 3 shots, my white blood count went up to 8,000, from 800 to 8,000. Now it was artificially induced, but who cares? So the plan is they lowered the amount of the adriamycin from, I started at 30 milligrams and they lowered it to 25, and now they're lowering it to 20. They don't want to go lower than that because it stops being effective. You don't lose your white blood cells anymore, but you also don't kill the cancer. So the plan is to keep me at 20 and then to hopefully not need these shots, but if I need them, I'll take the shots on an as-needed basis to allow me to continue on this medication while it's being so effective, as long as the positive effects are so strong, then we'll continue the treatment. And I already lost the hair, so I was like, don't tell me I went on this medication and lost all my hair and now I have to stop taking it. You know, you might think, well, the hair loss, that's minor, but it's a big loss. And it is, it took me about a month to work through the grief and to find a way to process this loss and to come to terms with it. And getting such a glowing report, lab report, made that much easier to just see, improved, and all these markers, and to see my tumors reducing in size is really exciting. To see my energy returning, to have gone now, as most of you know, I used to have to go to the hospital once a month because of my red blood cells. And the red blood cells are mostly for energy, and I was severely anemic, and I'd have to go to the hospital and get blood transfusions about once a month. And now it's been probably 6 months or 7 months since I've needed a blood transfusion. I'm able to maintain that on my own without any kind of artificial, support. So really, I'm active. I'm rebounding 30 minutes on my mini trampoline. I'm walking close to an hour now when I walk. My energy and my lifestyle have returned in a way that I thought I would never see again. I haven't had this kind of vitality in, over a year, and I didn't think I'd ever see it again. So it is, it's been a hard journey with my loss of my hair, and it's been exhausting to be on these medications and then have them stop working and then have to go through the shots and then to go back on it's just, there's a lot. My body's been through a lot, but I seem to be responding well. And so God has given me a very big challenge, and God has also blessed me with enormous resource to tackle these challenges. And so I'm showing up for duty because I can, and still just take it one day at a time, and I'll see where this road takes me as I continue to journey. So I'm going to ask Mike. Mike, is the best way, if I want to show off some of my hats, for you to turn the camera off and let me grab some of them? I don't plan my videos, so this is impromptu. Would that be the best way, to put me on pause and let me go get them, and then we can turn me back on? So I'm going to show a few of my hats. I'm going to go get them now. So Mike's going to turn the camera off, and I'm going to, so I don't know yet, I may try them on. I don't want to mortify anybody, because that means you'll see my bald head, or I may just show them to you off of me. I'll decide when I return with the hats. So before I sign off, just briefly sign off, I want to say how wonderful it feels to be tuning in again to everyone in my inner circle. We're getting very, very close to launching the website, which is very exciting, and want to thank all of you who follow my videos for your support. There will be much more on my website than my videos. I've documented in writing 7 years of this journey since my initial diagnosis, and I have a whole section on treatments in which I document every single treatment that I've tried so far, and there are probably close to 30, maybe even a few more. And not only do I document my experience, but I have links to other websites that go more in depth into the treatments that I've tried personally. And of course, there's art and art therapy on the website, and my poetry, and it's really a very comprehensive healing site. And the videos are a huge part of it, but they are only a part of it. So I'll be very excited to share the bigger website and all that's on it when the time is right, and that time is approaching. Okay, so I'm just going to show 2, 3, or 4 hats. I'm not changing my makeup or my jewelry or my outfits, so some of the hats may not match perfectly, and I might look a little washed out because everything I told you, over an hour trying to get that other setup to work, but it's just to show you how I'm having fun with these hats and my makeup and my clothes, and how I'm turning this loss into an artistic expression. So this is number 2, hat number 2, the purple turban, and we will come back with 1, maybe 2 more, but at least 1 more hat. I'll decide how I feel after I put the 3rd one on. Okay, thank you. Mike's gonna turn me off, and when I come back on the screen, I'll be in hat number 3. Thank you. Okay, I think this is gonna be the last hat in my hat show. We're gonna keep it short. So this is another one in the earth tones, layered look, and I have just some simple pearl earrings, and this is a felt. So I may not be able to wear it in the middle of the summer, but it's a great fall and winter hat. And because of the browns, it's pretty much can be worn as a neutral. It goes with a lot of things. So this concludes my my runway hat show, even though I'm not walking down a runway. And I'm going to put back on my original outfit and can probably wind this video down to a conclusion. So, welcome back to the final segment of this video. I think I just want to end in a moment of gratitude. I want to thank all the people who have supported me through this journey. I feel like it gets a little bit redundant. I keep listing off this long list of, I feel like it's a scroll, we should roll it up, and here are the people that have supported Laura through this journey. But just because I rattle them off doesn't mean that I take them for granted or that they become less important. It's just, I have a nice army of support that holds me and makes this possible, this healing possible, because without this holding from my environment, I don't have the time and the energy to go in and use the resources I've been given, my internal resources. Because if I have to cook and clean and do, bathe, I mean, the whole list of things, then there's no energy left for the deeper healing that is in a great part responsible for the progress that I'm seeing. So, let's see. I'm going to also go into Mike, can you back up again for a fuller picture? Yeah, because I'm going to go back into meditation. Thank you. I feel my abdomen contracting and expanding, and I feel the front of my hands resting right above my knees, and I feel my my lower, let's see, my buttocks resting on the ground. I feel my legs crossed. I feel my lips moving and my neck vibrating as I speak, and I'm switching legs. So I dedicate this video to all that is beautiful in the world, to all that is bright and colorful, to all that I've learned, to all that I've received, to all that I've given, to expansion. Expansion on so many levels, expansion of breath, expansion of body, expansion of spirit. Again, to color, to joy, to vibrancy, to breath. Okay, I'm going to make my list to my parents, my brother, my computer man, Mike May. I hope it's okay. Is it okay, Mike, that I mentioned your name? Um, to my new helper in the home, Sarita, to my medical team of both conventional and alternative modalities, to my progress, to healing, to smiles, to laughter, to joy, to gratitude, to giving and to receiving, to healing. I know I already said it, but I'm saying it again, to healing, to all the blessings I've been given, to all the blessings I've been given to have the courage and resource to respond to the challenges I've been given. To my inner circle, who has watched my progress over the last year and supported me. And of course, to each and every one of you who are watching me right now, through your vision of my journey, through that act, you personally support me and my journey. And I am in great gratitude to that. And to life, the ups, the downs, and everything in between. Blessings and amen. Thank you.